Who's that, Tasteless?
It's on over here in the bottom left of our 4-player map.
GSTL, gentlemen.
Voice is so angry this season.
Oh, man. I feel like a loud, angry, drunk man is yelling at me as they do these intros.
Very intense, too.
All right, now to our other Terran player, we have... Oh, SCV mix-up.
Marine King Prime Wing.
That was more like an angry pirate. What? No, not like a living pirate, like a ghost pirate.
Not like a pirate bird pirate?
No. Pirate doesn't talk like that.
No, he doesn't.
Oh! The panda bear guy is in love. Says Marine on there. So this is an interesting start here.
Have the battle of the APMs.
The EPM.
This reminds me of the rock battle or something. It's like plays a sick riff, then the other guy goes higher in the strings.
Yeah, man.
You see it going back and forth. It's like everyone in the crowd is going like this.
Yeah, man. I know exactly what you're talking about.
People can't see me at home, but
I like how you did that. Rock
that was just for you. I make
you.
jokes just for you.
Thank you, Artosis.
Well, Marine King going command center first.
That's fine.
Yeah, I like it. And barracks first for Gentleman, but he's also getting a gas.
This is not a map I'd guess Puma would, or Gentleman would really take any risks on.
He might be just going for a Reaper expand. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
Because this is such a good map for expands. He might be doing something else, like some sort of crazy all-inery. Throws on a factory immediately. So, at least some sort of pressure.
And if he does go for Banshee, that would be interesting, but, if he doesn't do enough damage with it, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. You're going to be way behind.
That's what's going to happen.
Well, a couple barracks going up for Marine King. Marine King still no gas. I wonder if Marine King is upset that Polt took Optimus Prime, because that was all Marine King thinking about that. And then Polt wins. He's like, ha! I'm better than you with your own race, with your own strats. I took your ID you wanted.
Dude, did you hear that sick dubstep song?
What one?
Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
I'm Optimus Prime. It's like... Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I didn't quite do it justice. As I was saying it, I'm like,
no, man, you got it.
Really?
Yeah.
We cast these games with the safety net. Nobody's feelings are allowed to be hurt.
Well, it looks like we may be seeing the Hellion Marine Medevac build, which is kind of a funny harass, and every time we see it, it doesn't seem to work out.
Well, actually, sometimes it's good. You mean the drop?
It's
the one where you
there's
drop
all sorts of things. You can either hit up the front ramp, you can drop in the back.
Actually,
it's not going to be a blue flame though. I don't think.
Well, the tech level would be pretty late on the factory if it was, but
yeah.
I've actually been impressed with some of the success. When you actually just do the drop, like some Hellions and some Marines, and the angle's actually weird, and they did the fastest, and they don't quite have enough, and then they send the workers, and everything dies.
Oh, well, it looks like actually I was wrong, Tasteless. It's going to be a Banshee with some Marines and Hellions around.
Now, guys, don't forget, Marine King, if he holds this, he's going to be in a huge lead. He's already got an expansion.
Yeah, and he's going 4 barracks and just getting his first gas recently, so he's going to have a ton of Marines. A lot of this may, in fact, come down to the micro of Puma. How many kills can he actually get with this Banshee? Because Marine King, no stim yet, but a ton of Marines. If you pull out the best foe you and just right-click your Banshee in there, you're actually just no chance of winning. But if you can kill off a ton of Marines, harass the SCV line a bit, might work out very well.
Well, the best foe you might as well change his name to the best at giving units foe you. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You got me there, man.
Funny guy. All right, with the Banshee coming out here, I'm almost wondering, I thought maybe it'd be better to go in from a different angle, but he might want to attack just with the Banshee here. Oh, nice angles here.
He's really damaging these Marines, Tasteless.
One more shot.
Oh.
One more shot.
Almost. Now, his Banshee's going to do so much better now as long as he micros it correctly.
He's got to kite it properly.
Already took more damage than he should have. 1 kill on it so far.
This is actually a pretty funky build.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man, he's actually taking way more damage with this Banshee than he was supposed to.
He's microing. I think those nerves are kicking in.
Yeah, if he had microed this perfectly so far, sometimes you see perfect Banshee micro, and if he had done that, then, I mean, there would be a lot of Marines.
There is still a Hellion in here. I mean, those Marines are sopping up 1 or 2 nice, perfectly timed shots.
Yeah, he's raising to hell on the Marine King Brave.
Yeah, with those Hellions. What if they were Hell Lions? They were like lions from hell.
They'd look pretty cool, wouldn't they?
They would.
You just have like these demonic lions in the Terran army.
Yeah.
It like, actually doesn't quite fit with the theme of the army.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually make sense.
One time I played a terrible RTS called Paraworld, and it was like
Never heard of it.
I played this race that was like all dinosaurs and stuff, and like guys with axes, and then also a tank that shoots lasers, a metal tank that shoots lasers. That was like the best
dinosaurs
unit.
have like a tank.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of it though, Thesis. Anyways, I was gonna call him Killer. Gentleman. Getting Blue Flame, getting another factory. It looks like he's going to go for a lot of Blue Flame Hellions. He's getting a reactor ready for it, so.
It's interesting just how much Blue Flame Hellions have caught on.
Yeah, they're getting better and better. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
This angle's a little bit scary.
Oh! Don't forget, a lot of these very badly hurt. Marine King about a fourth of the way done stim.
Oh, he's just going to go for it.
He is indeed. No Blue Flame yet.
Oh, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Blue Flame is almost
Hey, he's got to
done.
be careful. He needs to park in front of the factories. He needs to be able to shoot down the Hellions as they pop out.
These are very damaged Marines, but they do have Combat Shield.
The combat shield pretty pivotal right now.
Oh, he's got to be so careful. He can't lose too many SCVs. And
My
he will
God,
end up cleaning
really
it up.
nice control there, but he lost a lot of SCV Zartosis.
He did, Tasteless.
He did.
25 SCVs and 44 SCVs. Wow, that is just such a gigantic difference. But we do have a Blue Flame Hellion drop on the way, so if he can possibly kill 20 SCVs with this somehow in a base that is very well scouted with a ton of Marines in it that have Stim about to finish and Marauders popping out, then he might be alright. But other than that, you might not.
All right, here comes.
Gonna lure.
It's a fake
Yeah.
drop here. He wants to pull the Marines over so the Hellions can get inside. The front door is
Very
open.
smart maneuver. Very smooth maneuver.
Whoa, he's like spreading stuff out everywhere. I don't know if that was actually the best way to do this.
Well, killing a few SCVs off, sending 2 to each line. Oh my God. He's actually...
There's actually nowhere
ones in
safe
the
for Hellions
natural-
to be.
The ones in the natural doing an okay job here. And Tasteless.
Ah! Nice.
Oh! And after that, 37 SCVs to 33 almost catches up there.
And check it out. If we can get a shot of this, we'll get it in a minute here. The upper right side of the map is being taken.
wow.
He's taken a very obscure location.
That's
there
a
it is
place
now.
you will not scout
You will
right
not
away.
scout that, man.
Tasteless.
Not in a game that's just epic. He's going to continue to harass and bulk up on SCVs in this kind of obscure location. Now, we don't normally see people take risks like this when they're ahead, but if you kind of incorporate something like this and you don't get spotted, I mean, dude, you just can't be stopped.
Well, I am actually just in shock that he killed that many SCVs. It's really well done by him to make Marine King run around like that and lose so much. The supply is very close, 71 for Gentleman, 78 for Marine King. And Gentleman going for multiple factories, so he's going to go for a mostly mech play here. And that's going to really play to his strengths. His strengths are macro and positioning. That's what he's good at. He's a very good player in those ways.
Uh-oh, run.
So I feel like if he gets a lot of siege tanks out here and just macros well, and he's going to have that extra base that you were talking about earlier, I mean, that's going to be hard for Marine King. Even Marine King's going to have a hard time outmaneuvering this guy.
It's going to screw up Marine King's tempo. Very nice. But this is not going to last. The Vikings going to clear this up. And that is actually another blunder there by Marine King.
Yeah.
He lost everything and gained nothing from that.
Yeah, he killed very, very little, if any.
He gained nothing.
How could you do this to your mother?
How could you do this? Well, Marine King, I feel like he's actually trying so hard to play catch-up and probably not in the best way. He's trying to just like drop his opponent, but he doesn't really have any kind of leverage with the drops here.
These Blue Flames doing their best. Not good enough. Marine King taking his third base right now.
Marine King's actually moving out. And I think Gentleman, Puma right now is probably going to let himself be contained. He's like already got this other base. Let Marine King focus on a contained. There's a hidden base on the other side of the map.
You know, he is making another command center, though, so he obviously wants to take his third there, because if he doesn't, then suddenly Marine King might get suspicious, scout the map. If he can actually get that third up, which I think he may be able to, I think he should be able to, actually, because Marine King is moving back. He only has a couple siege tanks and no siege mode yet. But By taking that, he'll be up on 4 base, macroing mech against a 3 base Marine tank user.
Oh, coming after the Marines here.
We have the right number of blue flame stasis. Marines actually die quite quickly.
SCV's taking some hits here. Somebody softened up from previously.
A lot of damage on those Marines. That base going very well up there.
Yeah.
Dropping a lot of mules over there. It's a good thing to do with the hidden base to drop mules.
Yeah, that way if it gets spotted, you mine out as much of it as humanly possible.
Not just that, but you didn't mine out your other bases that you're still mining that are safe.
Yeah, that's smart.
A lot of reasons. A lot of reasons, Stasis.
Many. All right, Marines, Marauders, siege tanks maneuvering across the map right now. Marine King, I think what he's trying to do is hope that he's going to bump into his opponent's army around here. He's not going to go for any kind of contain. He's a little bit probably caught off by how much success gentleman Puma has had.
You know, I'd like to see Marine King actually do, and nice micro there by Marine King, I'd love to see a small contain at the bottom of the ramp. Set up 4 siege tanks at a perfect range. And
2 Hellions coming up over here.
This could be good. This could be really good for Puma.
I like how he is leaving 1 Marauder in each mineral line to try to deal with these Hellions. Pretty smart.
It's quite nice. Now, the contain that Marine King set up is actually just about perfect. Look at that. Well, he doesn't know, as we see, of that other base, but he set up such a nice contain at the bottom of Puma's ramp that it's such a natural little funnel choke point. I really like it. Marine King is in a pretty nice spot with that contain, but if he can break it without losing too much, things are going to be very, very bad for Marine King. Now he does have air superiority, so he's going to just outside of the range of his vision.
He can even use these the orbital here as a spotter.
Very nice.
This
Taking
is
out
so bad.
many. Oh, Marine King's in a lot of trouble now, Tasteless.
He lost so many tanks. Oh my God! All right, he's going to try to drop over here. This is not going to be as effective.
Yeah, especially with these Vikings coming out. Going to chase that away very easily. Just 1 siege tank left for Marine King. Puma
now
just
he's scouting with the barracks. Puma is looking good.
And that was almost sloppy of a move up, but ends up cleaning up.
So nice. Wow, I'm so impressed with Puma in this series, in this game.
Yeah. Well, this is why I would not use Marine King, man. I mean, his positioning is going to start working out very well. Of course, he did get a little bit of luck earlier on, but such is the game of StarCraft.
And look at this. He's going to get right up outside this base, make sure his tanks are all sieged up. Even though he's been scanned, he's going to go ahead and just try to drop inside the main. He wants Marine King continuing to move into a defensive mode here and out of an offensive one.
You know, Marine King probably thinks, oh, you know what, I'm still ahead. I'm taking my 4th base right now. He's just landed his 3rd, but actually it's his 4th. So Marine King is actually playing in a way that he isn't really that aware of what's going on. But I think he has scanned it, though, Tasteless.
Ooh, very nice. Now, let me tell you something. If Marine King, okay, he knows about it now. I was about to say, if he finds out about this only after the series, it's going to be a bad feeling.
Yeah, but he will take out this base, which is a big deal. But Puma has broken out. He's moving his siege tanks around. He's starting position. And if he can get a nice little... we do have a stim down by Marine King. Very smart move by Marine King down here. Chasing after these siege tanks and killing just even a few. Look at that. Perfect targeting with the Marauders. Killing off 3 siege tanks, 4 siege tanks. Backing up.
Oh my
Beautiful
God,
moves.
he got so much out of that. You're absolutely perfect targeting. He made sure that he slowed down each tank.
Killed the absolute maximum amount he could get. I am so impressed. I got my nerd chills. I bumped my elbow. It hurts, but I'm happy. It's a happy type of pain. No, I'm not a masochist. I'm a happy-kiss.
Wow, I can't believe how good Marine King is at what he does with his TVT.
What he just did there was beauteous.
It was.
Oh,
dude, he's sending a bunch of SCVs. So he's going to transfer.
Yep. Now Puma has to come up with a new plan. He's still got a great siege tank lead. He's got the air lead. So he's basically got to make the Marines and Marauders of Marine King useless. He's got to never be caught out of position like he just was. He literally can't let that happen again. Oh, look at this. Nice run by with the Blue Flame Hellions. Taking out a lot of SCVs. Not quite all of them, though.
And he's got 5 left there. That's still a good amount to have killed.
Well, Puma has more SCVs now at 62 against 49. Loses a few Vikings there. And Cloak is on the way for Puma as well, so it looks like he wants to start using Banshees a little bit.
Puma has a lot of siege tanks. You mind checking the siege tank counter, Tosis?
I would love to. 23 siege tanks.
Yeah, compared to Marine King 7.
Yeah, that's...
So if you walk into that siege line and it was bad timing, it's going to get ugly.
And look at this. Beautiful. Just sniping what he can. Wants to get out of there before he loses too much. And I have to point something out to you guys. There's no medevacs around. A lot of Marine King's army is super, super red. And a little mistake here by Puma, perhaps, but the siege tanks do siege. And he will end up taking those out.
He melts everything.
And suddenly Marine King at 131 supply to 171.
Another scan here. Oh man, this is scary. We see more siege tanks continuing to move forward. Marine King's army is still good with the Marines, but he has siege tanks in the back. Gentleman does, Puma does, and he's sort of leapfrogging around, and every time Marine King engages, that army melts, even though it kills maybe 2 or 3 siege tanks.
Yeah.
He's losing way more.
And that's what he's doing. He's making those barracks units pretty useless, and that's exactly what he had to do. He's doing it very, very well right now. If you had too many Marauders, those Banshees become better and better, but Marine King's doing a good job, man. He's picking off exactly what he can when he can.
Look at this unbelievable concave of siege tanks wrapped around Marine King's position.
And he's got those Vikings in the air as well, just blocking any vision. And oh, we have another Blue Flame Hellion at the 4th base. Oh my god, 11 kills and 4 kills. That's a lot of kills.
And Puma's also expanded the bottom right. Marauders will take this out, but there's a Banshee here and no anti-air. So you can just target down each and every single one of these siege tanks.
Oh, and he's moving in now, Tasteless.
Very nice. The Banshee might be picked off here. Siege tank's now going to siege up. Notice that Marine King has to continuously scan in order to see for his own siege tanks.
Yeah, he does not have any Vikings out, so every time he makes a medevac as well, if he loses his Marines, which happens quite often, he loses the medevacs as well. Some SCVs kind of coming out. Will he try to break that line? I don't know if that's a good choice. He is repairing his siege tanks right now.
He is so close. Actually, Marine King has already been boxed in. He's trying to get out now. Oh no, SCV's coming. This may be the end here.
All clustered up and destroyed easily by the siege tanks with +2. In the meantime, Puma is taking the entire map, Tasteless. It's 57 supply to 135.
Siege tanks will siege up again. I think we're going to see GG pretty soon here. Basically, Puma controls the entire bottom side of the map. A lot of this does go back to that hidden expansion, but a lot of it just goes back to Puma's ability to control positioning on a map like this. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Siege tanks, man, they're good. They are very, very good, as we are seeing. And Marine King, no chance left.
And that's it. GG.
You know, Puma's understanding of siege tank positioning just too strong.
I'm proud of Puma, man.
You don't want a TVT against him. I don't care who you are.
What about Colt?
I would say the same thing will happen, man. I mean, this guy knows to just make a ton of siege tanks. And if you are just so solid like he is with his macro, with his positioning, it's so hard to actually use Marines and Marauders effectively against him, as we saw. So another win. Gentlemen, owning it up, Tasteless.
Yes. This was a very big moment here.
Yeah,
for Puma. I mean, he's really coming out on top, kicking ass. I got to give the guy some serious credit. All right. And Marine King obviously not happy about that. But Optimus Prime is in there, Bolt Prime. We are cyber optic. What did you say? We were cyber optic. Transformers from...
That I closed my ears during those speeches. They were so terrible.
What do they do?
It's just they try to make it sound so epic, and it's like so.
And then
just,
Bumblebee starts
it's
talking.
So
he's
just
like,
made to make money.
Bumblebee, you can't talk. Yeah. And he's like, which probably means like I want to cast Starcraft. It's like Bumblebee. You can't cast. You can't talk. I don't know why I sound like the scat man when I try to be Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Like Scott bibbidi bop 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 bop.
We see our Prime Coach Gerard thinking.
So
I think you throw
all
Hongan
the
out
donuts.
here. You have to put a Protoss out, Daces. It has to
Yeah,
be
you
Hongan.
might actually want to use a
You
Hongan.
save
move.
any pro. I forgot Hongan was even on the team, but that's when I was saying any pro earlier. Hongan's the right choice. Throw Hongan out there.
Throw a crazy guy out there.
Let's see. Who will it be? They're going to put Polt out.
Optimus Prime.
Well, I mean, Polt is...
Cyber Optic Terran player. The city of Daegu. I know he's not from Daegu, is he?
I think he's actually from Seoul, but I'm not 100% on that.
We brought him to protect the Prime.
You have a good voice for that, actually. I'm really impressed.
It's Optimus Prime. What did I call him?
He's Polt, man.
Optimus Prime.
Polt, Optimus, whatevs.
Optimus Polt.
Well, it's putting Polt out, I have to say I do disagree
Well,
with that.
I mean,
he's a Super Tournament champion.
Listen,
he's amazing.
Dude, I could see why you disagree, but this guy did just win.
He did.
A GSL. I mean, if you don't bring him out and they lose, and you're like, oh.
I don't know, man. I
mean, you know.
I play the player, not the. I don't play the people on my team. I'm not just like, well, you just won, dude. You should win, right? No, man. What I do is I look at the other player and I'm like, well, Puma actually has years upon years of StarCraft 1 top level. He practiced with Flash, okay? With Flash. People know who Flash is from StarCraft 1. Puma was his practice partner. This guy TVTs crazily well.
But at the same time, with Optimus, or Polt, as he was known in the last GSL, this guy's got to be feeling more confident than anybody.
Oh, that's certainly
I mean, he actually slashed his way to the top.
He did. He's unbelievably good at TVT. Like, the fact that he ripped MMA apart and got there on only
He
TVTs
actually killed
proves
MMA
that.
like Steven Seagal neck break style. All right, we're going to go on a quick break, guys, but don't go too far away. We'll be back in just a little bit here at the GSL.